Alrighty, it is your favorite auditor, Audit Them, the one who encourages you to audit them. We are at a special location today. This is the Illinois Toll Authority. Here to conduct the 1A. They are subject to FOIA. I do have my clipboard with me. I am not in my uniform. However, let's see how this goes. First time ever coming here. Nice big building. Customers are encouraged to wear masks. So let's see here. Customer Service Center. iPads. Oh, that's employees only. You know what? Let me ask the reception. Let me ask the people at the reception. Hi, how's it going? I need to see a list of documents or categories of records for immediate disclosure.
What?
I need to see a list of documents or categories of records for immediate disclosure from this public body.
Okay, you have to speak through here because I can't.
Yes, ma'am. I need to see a, what's your name?
LaShawn.
LaShawn, yep. I need to see a list of documents or categories of records for immediate disclosure.
Like freedom of information?
Yep.
You're not supposed to be filming it in here. On camera.
Let me pause this for a minute.
Are you dropping a letter off or you want information?
No, I need to see these records prominently displayed. I'm here to gather some records.
You have to make a written request, he said.
No. These are records that shall be prominently displayed under Section 4. I'm doing an audit. I'm doing a FOIA audit. She said that I have to do a request. No, not for these.
Okay, great. I'll do that. No problem. I'm gonna give you his extension. You can call him directly. Just
Oh.
tell me what you have to do.
Currently, I'm unable to dial out. This phone does not have any signal for me to call out, but I am here now. If he could come to this lobby here.
He's not in the building. He's not here today.
Well, that's not good enough for me, ma'am. Who's the designee FOIA officer?
He's waiting for you to call him him directly. This is extension directly.
Like I said, ma'am, I cannot call out of this phone here.
Well, it's nothing I can do, sir. I can just tell you he's not in the building. He told me to tell you to call him.
Could I speak off of your office phone?
I'm sorry?
Can I speak off of your office phone? No?
You are.
Okay, this is not good enough. This is not required. This is
He
not.
told me to tell you to call
What's
him.
his name?
That's his extension directly.
What's his name? Could I get a name?
It's Brett Angelos.
Greg Angelos. Thank you. Okay. Well, this is not of any help, ma'am. Is there an assistant? Is there an assistant FOIA officer on duty?
He's in charge, sir. That's why I gave you his
Is he the FOIA officer?
Yes.
Okay. But like I said, I have no way of calling. Could I use that phone?
No, this is not a public phone.
That, of course, that's a public phone.
No, it's not a public phone.
This is for the Illinois state toll.
It's for our use.
Right, but I need to.
You're filming in here. You can't use your phone.
Yes, I can.
Okay, well, use your phone and call.
No, this doesn't have any outgoing signals, just for recording purposes right now. It's just to
You're
document.
not supposed to be recording. It's a sign that says no recording, no videos.
Right, that's inside there.
That's inside the building, period.
No.
This is a state building.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be recording. You're not.
Yeah, I could record.
No, you can't.
Anyhow, ma'am, I need to speak to the gentleman
Let's
here.
call
If
state
you,
police and maybe you can talk to them.
there's no need to call the police.
Well, there it is, because I gave you the number directly. He's waiting on your phone call.
Like I said, I cannot. If you could call him, I'd be more than happy to speak to him.
There's no way for you to speak to him.
Speakerphone.
No, so you have to call him on your own. I'm not going to do a speakerphone.
Well, anyhow,
And you're filming. You're not supposed to film. That's
of
not
course,
supposed to
the
film.
world wants to.
I'll call the state police.
There's no crime being committed. Is there a reason why you think the police now is going to put me in jail?
Sir, I gave you what you needed to know. You have a number directly. The name is Greg Angelo. You got that. You put my name down on there. That's why you asked for my phone.
Right.
And you recorded.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to record in the building. Period. You're not supposed to record. I gave you exactly what you're looking for.
Ma'am, would you apologize if the police comes tell you he could record in here?
Excuse me?
Would you apologize after you call the police if they tell you he could record in here?
Do you see the sign? Look at the sign that's over there.
That sign does not have any code or statute. The sign is not. It's not recommended. It's not really constitutional. Now you're gonna make a false police report. With that energy you took to make that call to the police, to make a false police report, I could have just spoke to the FOIA officer off of the public phone. Now I'm going to press charges on you for breaching the peace, disorderly conduct. And the police will inform you, members of the public have a right to record. I tried to let you know that, ma'am. So they called the police. You know what? Let's wait for the police to get in here. Let's wait for the police to get in here. Meanwhile, let me go ahead and let me pause the video for a second. It's unreal how these people operate. She's telling me that phone is not a public phone. The thing is, I don't have signal on this cell phone. This cell phone right here, I just use for video. It does not have a SIM card in it. So I really can't make outgoing phone calls at this time on this phone. But just give it a few minutes here. Let's see what the police have to say. You said you called the police.
Somebody's coming up for you.
The world likes to see government employees like you escalate things.
I didn't escalate anything. I gave you everything that you asked for. I gave you the name that was over the Freedom of Information. You asked me for my name. I have nothing to hide. I did everything I was supposed to. You wanted to use my phone. I said you cannot. You can use your phone. You got upset. So somebody's coming so you can have a seat.
First of all, I'm not upset. I'm disappointed.
I don't want anything else. You can have a seat.
Okay.
I did everything I was supposed to. You can
Second of all,
I don't.
that's not your
I did
phone.
everything I was supposed to. I'm done talking.
The phone belongs to the government. You are an employee of the government.
I told you what the sign says. That's what I told you. The sign says security notice, no photos, no videos allowed, no videotaping. That's what I told you. That's all I said to you.
Right.
That's it.
The sign is unconstitutional.
Well, when the person comes, you can tell them that. When they come up here, you tell them exactly what you see.
May I know who you called?
Nothing to do with the rules that's here. I just tell you what the rules are, and that's it. So all the doors.
After that being all said, ma'am, you would learn by the end of the night, members of the public do have a right to record in here.
Okay, you can tell the person that when they come in here. You can tell them that. I don't make up the rules here. I just follow them.
I've been nothing but forthcoming and professional. Do you know how long the wait is, ma'am? Well, anyway, go ahead and wait here. Let me see what these forms are. Meanwhile, let me look at the records they have in here. Okay. Don't have anything in here. Here goes a guy coming with his laptop. Let's see if this guy coming with his laptop is going to be the FOIA officer. What the hell is this? You know what? Let me read those signs out there. Read these signs real quick. Pause the video while I wait. Ma'am, I know you don't want to listen because you might have a disdain for the public. However, these are records that shall be prominently displayed.
Okay, I told you what the Freedom of Information man told me to tell you. You have his name, you have this number.
I just asked to use the public phone, that's all.
This is not a public phone, sir.
Then that's a private phone. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I should have bought my secondary phone, but anyway, a phone call is not going to be able to assist. Let's see these young ladies right here.
Hi, sir. Are you here about the FOIA?
Yes, I am. May I know what your first name is?
My first name is Lori.
Yes, recording audio and video. Are you the
Well,
designated?
actually, you can't
You don't get my
videotape
permission.
to videotape anyone unless you have their permission.
Oh yeah, we could record. Public
don't get my
employees in
permission.
official course of their
No,
duties.
not actually without permission.
Yeah, definitely.
No, it's against the law.
It's not against the law, ma'am. I'm here for official business. I don't like that
So,
if you guys
but I'm willing
escalate
to
things.
help.
Yeah, sure.
So all I need you to do is write down what you are asking for and your name and your phone number, and then I will be more than happy to give it to our FOIA officer, and then they can get back to you.
Are you the FOIA officer?
I am not.
Okay. The thing is about FOIA, you're recording there, you're creating a digital image.
I am not recording.
Okay. Anyhow, ma'am, these are records that shall be prominently displayed. This does not require, this act is not intended to cause an unwarranted invasion on personal privacy. So therefore, a name and a phone number would be privacy. However, these are records that shall be prominently displayed under Section 4 of the FOIA Act. A brief description of itself, where is that displayed?
I don't know what you're asking for. We haven't seen the FOIA.
Yeah, sure. Well, like I said, ma'am, under Section 3.5 of the Freedom of Information Act, it specifies Freedom of Information officers shall develop a list of documents or categories of records that the public body shall immediately disclose upon request. Where's that list?
Again, we don't know what you're.
Have you checked the website? We don't know what you're
It's
asking.
required to be displayed in person at the public body.
I don't know what list you're asking.
Yeah, sure. Well, that's the first thing. The second requirement is a brief description of the public body. Where's that displayed? A brief description of this Illinois Toll Authority.
Again, I am not the FOIA officer.
Right.
I am willing to help you by, if you write down exactly what you want, I will get a hold of that person and I will have them reach out to you and I will have them get you answers to all of your questions.
Your name was?
My name is Pat Taylor.
Okay, your title?
I am over operations, so I have nothing
Right.
to do with
If
ethics.
you'd like, ma'am, what would be beneficial or what would be the right way about going about it, because these are records that shall be displayed. I'm just here to do my task. I got to check off everything that is displayed. If it is or not, I have to check it off here.
Okay,
So
and where are you from?
where am I from?
Yeah.
Well, that's irrelevant. These are requirements that are supposed to be prominently displayed here. So this,
Sir, I'm just
you need it
trying
in
to
writing,
help
right?
you.
Of course you
I
are.
need something in writing.
Yeah, here it
so
is in
that
writing.
I can get it. So if you
Yeah.
want to give me
Sure.
your name, your phone number, and copies or a list of what you want,
Right.
I will gladly get a hold of somebody. They may not be able to help you this exact second because I have to be able to get a hold of them.
Well, like I
and
said,
this
ma'am.
is not my area of expertise.
Right. I just asked the young lady here because this phone, I can't make outgoing calls. She did give me the FOIA officer's number, but I'm unable to call the FOIA officer right now because this is in recording mode, only recording mode. And I just simply asked to use one of these public portals to speak to the FOIA officer. He may guide me and tell me, hey, this stuff is displayed in room.
If you could tell me
Yeah.
exactly what you're looking for,
This is it right here, ma'am.
I will try to get a hold of someone and see if I can get someone to come.
I'll wait here
talk to you.
momentarily, sure.
Thank you.
Section 3.5 and 4 specifies everything. Sure. I'll be waiting here momentarily, ma'am. Sure. That's all it is. Alrighty. So I guess they didn't call the police, but you see how they all try to escalate things. So go ahead and wait here. I gave him a copy of this right here. And you know what? I'm probably gonna give the lady at the counter a copy too. Just so I could be a nice guy. Let me pause this for a minute. Ma'am, this is the law here. This is what I came for here. I could give you a copy for this. It's totally up to you. If you like to read this on your own time, it's up to you. If this is what I'm here for. This is my purpose, to see if these records are displayed according to the law. This is for you. You could throw it out if you want. You could read it if you want. You could do whatever you want. But this is the law, and this is what I'm here for. I'm just giving you a copy of this as a courteous, so you could know what's required in the portion of FOIA.
Okay, so they're handling.
It's up to you.
They're doing what you came here to ask for. I gave you everything, all the information.
Yeah, for sure.
They're gonna do what they have to do.
Okay. I just want to know if you called the police or not.
No, I didn't go.
Oh, okay. Good. So she threatened to call the police, but now she's saying she didn't. Those ladies are back there on the phone now. You see this entire agency right here, this entire agency that takes millions and millions upon millions of dollars from the people in toll revenue. They're not even compliant with a specific section of FOIA. That's why you got to get me in here with the executives to come out here, start making these phone calls and saying this guy is right. It's unbelievable. All these agencies really need auditing all day, every day, until they are compliant with the law, many factors of the law. So let me pause this meanwhile while they're on the phone here, and let me sort out my paperwork. Yes, ma'am.
You said you referred to a list of documents that you wanted to see. Do you have a list that you can give us so that we can provide it to you?
That's the list there.
That's the statute.
That's the statute that entails what should be prominently displayed.
But it doesn't tell us it just says that the FOIA officer will prominently display whatever can be FOIA'd.
No, ma'am. It says I got the same copy
Okay.
of that form here.
Explain it to me
Sure,
so I can
can.
explain it to her.
Okay. So there's really 7 items. One of them is being under section 3.5. Each FOIA officer shall develop a list of documents or categories of records that the public body shall immediately disclose upon request.
So that's what I'm talking about.
That's
Do you
one of
have
them.
that list of documents,
No.
or you're looking for that list from us?
I'm looking for that list
Okay.
from this public body.
Okay.
That's one record. I'll be waiting on that record first, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's additional 6 other records after that.
Do you know what the 6 other ones
Yes,
are?
I do, yep.
Can you give me
You want
that?
me to say them now? Yeah, sure. One of them is a brief description of itself, which will include but not limited to a short summary of its purpose. We are the
So
Illinois...
like the statute of, right.
No,
the-
no,
The
brief-
legislative, the law that would pass what body we are.
Sure, of the
Right.
Illinois Tollway. That's the second record.
The Tollway Act is what it's called.
Sure, it may be the Tollway Act from the compiled statutes. Okay, a block diagram giving its functional subdivisions. Are you familiar with a block diagram?
Are you talking about an organization?
That's what it is, yeah.
Okay.
Showing its functional subdivisions. That's the third record that should be prominently displayed. Total operating budget for Illinois Toll, most current operating budget. Approximate number of full-time and part-time employees, and the identification and membership of any board, commission. So basically a roster of employees shall be prominently displayed. And means on where to file FOIAs, and the total amount of location of separate offices of the Illinois Toll.
So like, this is our only administration.
Headquarter,
building.
right.
Right, our headquarters
Right.
building. So when you talk about separate offices, toll plazas,
Right.
that type of thing.
Yeah, that should be enlisted. And since this is the administrative office, these records are supposed to be prominently displayed at this exact location here.
Okay, so all the things that are on our website right now, you want
Right.
displayed somewhere.
Well, it's not
Or
what...
that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. It's not what I want. It's a requirement by the state to prominently display at the public body. Secondary is online. Shell also posts this information on its website.
Okay.
But before it being on the website, it has to be prominently displayed. So there's a wall right there, maybe, if they make changes and put a bulletin and put these 7 items on there to please the law and please the people. That's all it is. I'm coming to check on that.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
sure. If it ain't one thing, it is another. So she's telling the lady right now. Let me go ahead and pause this. Like I said, this is a multi-million-dollar operation, multi-billion-dollar operation. They've been up and running since FOIA been up. However, with the 20 years that the FOIA officer been working here, he could not prepare and gather these records to display them as required by the law. Let's go over the statute once again. Each public body shall prominently display at each of its administrative, which this is, or regional office, make available for inspection and copying, and send through the mail, if requested, each of the following: a brief description of itself, which will include but not limited to a short summary of its purpose, a block diagram giving its functional subdivisions, the total amount of its operating budget, the number and location of all its separate offices, and the approximate number of full-time and part-time employees. So basically, all these agencies in the state of Illinois, all these government agencies, whether it's a small town of 100 residents, a small town of 10 residents, or a big town of 3 million people, they all have to have these 7 records displayed for the public, which they should have their roster. All employees that work for that public body shall be displayed. So when you walk through the door, you know everybody who's working in that building. Look at how powerful and beautiful FOIA is, how forthcoming and transparent it is. You're able to walk in and view a roster of all the employees that work in the building in case somebody wants to act up. However, they hide this stuff. It's supposed to be displayed, but they hide it. Okay, a roster, you're supposed to be able to see their operating budget, what they're doing with the monies, penny by penny. You're supposed to see the locations. They're supposed to give you a list of documents or categories of records that shall be furnished immediately, that shall be disclosed upon request. So it's just empowering the people. It empowers the people. This lady right here told me that FOIA officer's not here. She gave me a runaround by giving me his number and told me call on my own time. But then I guess she escalated the thing to call them 2 ladies that came out. They identified themselves on video, and she did come out, and they were trying to tackle me down by saying you can't film in here and escalate the thing, but I'm too smooth, you know, I'm not going for that. So I had to set them straight. I had to set my voice a little deeper. But besides all that, then people are, man, I'm telling you, step by step, everything's gonna show. So let me pause the video meanwhile. Oh, I thought they were coming for me, never mind. I feel like that's a jungle in there. If I was to walk in there, probably the 6 clerks standing at the counter would start shouting, you can't film in here, you can't film in here, you can't film in here, and they'll rile up the customers. But I just had to really talk to the receptionist. She's the one who's pushing the envelope to try to resolve this and make these records available. Could you imagine all these people? Could you imagine all these people through the hundreds of years keep walking in here to pay these fees, pay these tolls, excessive tolls, and not one of them inquire to actually know who's working for the people? It's sad and sickening. Sad and sickening. If they have this stuff displayed on the front window, these people might start inquiring about this so-called business. But like I said, the law is written well. It's just government employees choose to abuse the law. So we just like to make sure that it's being upheld. The people's duty. This is the people's duty. Should I show you guys the first paragraph of the FOIA Act again? I got it memorized, but I'll show you it on paper. Well, here, you guys take a screenshot of that. Let me pause the video and save some juice. Could you imagine how sad that is, that these records have to be displayed? Instead, the lady told me to call the FOIA officer. Nowhere in the FOIA Act says records have to be displayed when you walk through the door, but they're not displayed, so you have to reach out to the FOIA officer via your own personal phone call. It's so ridiculous. Every single squeak that some of these employees put people through. Every single clean squeak.
Okay.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
can get you everything you want.
Come again?
What I can do is, I have no one here that I can have help you immediately.
Okay.
I can give you this.
Okay.
I can give you this. I can tell you that the only thing I can ask for is for you to put in writing what you want, and someone can get back to you and help you. Or I can give you the extension of our, but I can't let you in there to use the phone.
She did give me the FOIA officer's phone number.
Great.
However, that's not a requirement for the requester to reach out.
Sir, I am not the FOIA officer.
I hear what you're saying, ma'am. I hear what you're
cannot
saying.
help you. I am trying to give you information
Okay.
and trying to help you the best that I can.
Right.
The only way I can do that is to take the request in writing and then have someone get back to you. I do not have any of this information. It's not my realm.
Right.
So I can't help you any further than I am
Let me
right now.
ask you this, ma'am. Did you speak to the FOIA officer?
I did not.
Oh no. Who were you speaking with?
I was speaking with other individuals here
Oh,
to
okay.
see. I
FOIA
did leave our FOIA officer a message.
Message? Yeah, he probably didn't pick up. But is there a he's probably the designated FOIA officer. Is there an assistant designee?
There is no one in the building.
Okay.
who's
Here's
from
one.
our
Here's
ethics
one
group.
of the 7. So I'm gonna check that off that you do have that, that's a list of documents. That's this one right here.
Right.
Okay. So I'm checking off no to a brief description, no to a block diagram, no total operating budget.
And again, if they were here, they might know where these things are.
Right.
I do not.
Yeah. But it's supposed to be displayed.
It might be. I don't
Yeah.
know. I
No,
can't
it's
tell
not.
you.
Because look around.
And I don't know if it's displayed somewhere else. I can't answer.
No, I
the
hear what you're
question,
saying
and I
now.
apologize.
No, I
for
hear what
that.
you're saying.
And I'm going to try to follow up myself so that I have information for the future.
Yeah.
Should somebody come in and ask for these things?
It's not my fault. This is between you guys and the Attorney General from now on when I forward this stuff over. However, do you know if when the FOIA officer may be back today?
I do not know.
No?
No.
It's okay. This is one
I
item
can
here.
give you his direct line.
Yeah.
If you have
No,
that.
she did provide me
Okay.
with that, yeah.
And feel free to call. He may pick up.
Did you make a copy for your records?
I didn't, but I know
That's
that
for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Sure.
Great,
I got
thank
a
you
bunch
so
of
much.
those. Yeah, for sure. So ma'am, please, if you could
But
just
this
put a
is the
message.
information
that
that
is
I left.
what's required. If you could please just put a message to have the FOIA officer display this stuff, so when I come back in 30 days and 21 days, I see the stuff displayed and they are compliant with FOIA law.
Right. I just need your name and number as well so I can give it to him.
Okay, name is not required for FOIA. These things should be prominently displayed, so when I come back,
You
hopefully
do
they
have
are.
to make a formal request for it.
No, this doesn't require a request. Being prominently displayed means prominently displayed.
I will gladly
So this, I marked down. you told me
deliver
what you
your
said. Yeah, for
message.
sure.
as
Do you have a
have
business
said.
card on your
I
hand?
do not.
Have a business card, ma'am?
No.
No.
No,
Have a
because
business card, ma'am?
No, they don't have
Business card?
cards.
Okay.
Sorry.
So that's I'm all done for today. I'm all set. I marked it down. No, and yes to this one item here. But I did my part. You did your part, ma'am. Thank you for reaching out. I'm all set for today.
All
State police. Is that a walkway from here?
It is on the south entrance.
Okay. They have to be required to have these as well. That's a separate agency. Okay.
I don't know anything about state
Yes,
police.
ma'am. Okay,
But I know
well-
that it is on the south entrance.
Sure. Your name was?
Pat.
Pat. Lori. All right. Have a good day. My name is George anyway.
George,
Yeah.
thanks very much.
Have a
I
good day.
appreciate it. Thank
Take
you.
care. I'll be back in about 21 days, business days. All right. Well, I checked off no's. They don't have it prominently displayed. I can't force them to. The FOIA officer's not here. So, you guys know what to do, man. Hit the bell, hit the thumb up, do all what you gotta do. Hopefully in the next 21 days, 30 days, they'll have the stuff displayed so I could walk through the door saying, yeah, millions of my fellow residents, nobody inquires in this stuff, keep paying up your bills, but we are gonna affect change. The one who encourages you to audit them. Plenty love.